9% battery left. What's going on? Why is it 2-hour wait time? NIO and NIO's battery swap network will be worth trillions in the future. That I am 100% sure of. However, we are not there yet, based on the problems that I have encountered on my road trip back from Fuzhou to Beijing, which you will see in a moment. And I also want to preface this by saying that all the problems that you see in this video are current problems, all right? They will be resolved 1 or 2 years down the line, okay? So it's not permanent. Also, I want to preface this by saying that even though there are many problems, a battery swap is still much better than charging, the overall experience-wise, okay? All right, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So guys, I am about to head back to Beijing. It's gonna be like a 1,900 kilometer trip, pretty much 2,000 kilometers. Again, this time I'm not going to be upgrading the battery pack, just gonna go with my standard 70 kilowatt hour standard range battery pack. Now, unfortunately, that does mean I have to swap more often, and also if you look at the possible routes, there's 3 possible routes. There's only one that I can take and swap all the way there. The other 2 ones have gray areas where I can't make it on pure swap alone. So that just means that my option is limited to 1 possible route, and it's actually going to take a little bit longer, 23 hours versus 20 hours for the other guys. And I'm at the this is my first swap station. This is still the city swap station. It's pretty cool. I want to show you guys this. I mean, take a look. I mean, I'm here in line. There's a car waiting, a NIO ET5T behind me, 1 NIO over there. The swap station is right there. So there's actually 2 ahead of me, 3 people to be honest, a 19-minute wait time. But here we have a charging station rest area, which is quite incredible. I mean, look at the charging infrastructure. Quite crazy here in China. There's the charging infrastructure is insane. And for a city like this, Fuzhou, I mean, it's quite surprising that they don't have more NIO houses, and sales of NIOs aren't exploding. I mean, yeah, look at that. You can totally just charge here and rest here. There's people resting there as well. Very, very nice. All right, let's get going. Take a look. Here's that swap station. Car in front of me, other car in front of me, and then I'm supposed to be the 3rd guy. So good thing is there's actually quite a lot of available standard range battery packs. So you see some of them are reserved, and there's only 1 that needs to be charged up. So 3 queuing, very nice, very nice. And guys, this is really cool. This is right next to the swap station, this advertisement, and it's apparently a NIO owner also owns a car wash business, and if you're a NIO owner as well, you can go there and do a car wash, use the vouchers within the NIO app, even get a discount, and I guess extra service and that kind of stuff. So this is a very cool part of NIO's very good ecosystem of user benefits. That's what it's called. So guys, we drove 154 kilometers and made it to our first highway swap station. We actually have quite a bit of range left, and the average energy consumption was super low because we were going through a lot of tunnels and stuff, and also AC was turned off, so that really did really help our range. So, but we still have to swap if we want to make it to our next swap station. And also, we were just driving on NIO Pilot the whole time. It was quite nice, to be honest. So, of course, for nighttime driving, you gotta stick with Red Bull. Not a promotion for Red Bull, but yeah, we gotta go with Red Bull, man. So the next swap station is 229 kilometers away. Let's get going. Guys, the swap station we're supposed to go to is under maintenance. Holy shit. So we actually can barely make it to the next swap station, so I gotta follow behind this oil tanker and drive super slow, conserve energy. Guys, it's tough, guys, it's tough. Because I don't really want to charge at any one of these other guys. And then, yeah, this is the one I want to go to. 137 kilometers. Got 139 actual range. So I got to really conserve my power. Driving super slow, 73 on the highway. Damn, look at that, huh? Guys, we're at 9% battery left. Holy crap, can we make it? So we have just arrived at this swap station. We got 7% battery left. Take a look, 7% battery left. We gotta wait for a couple NIOs in front of us, 2 NIOs in front of us. The wait time is 1 hour and 26 minutes. What the hell? What? Are you kidding me, right? Are you kidding me? There's 2 NIOs in front of me. No batteries available, and then, well, there are some batteries available. Why do I have to wait 1 hour and 27 minutes? What the hell? This is crazy. This is nuts, guys. What the hell? Yo, look at the gas station lineup, man. This is crazy, man. How are you gonna get through all this? It's chaotic as hell, man, and everybody's cutting each other off. I guess this is another big problem with battery swap. It's the fact that the reliability, all right? I mean, I want to preface this by saying that chargers also have very poor reliability. Sometimes they don't charge. Sometimes you go there and the charging speed is really low, crappy. You can't pay for it, or you're never going to get the advertised speed ever, basically. And so charging is a pain in the butt, all right? So let's just preface by saying that. But also swapping also has, I guess I should say it, reliability could be improved, all right? Because the swap station I was supposed to go to, which was the one before, went under maintenance, and actually it went out of maintenance, but there were 5 people lined up for a battery swap, so I just said, hey, we can make it to the next one, which is this swap station. So here we are, but we gotta wait for 1 hour and 25 minutes. People are all lined up for gas station. People are all lined up for chargers. There you go. So if I were to charge, I would probably have to wait even longer. There's this Audi over here. There's a Zeekr. There's a Tesla. They're all waiting for chargers. And lining up for battery swap is a lot better. There's actually another one over there, another NIO. Lining up for battery swap is a lot better than lining up for a charger. That's probably gonna take a while, man. Everybody's charging. The output is probably really slow, so charging speed is probably really slow, and then each one of them is probably gonna take like 1.5 hours to charge, and then you got to line up. So that's a big pain in the butt, and you can't leave. So whereas for me, what the hell? No, why is it 2 hours now? What the hell, man? No, wait, what? Am I tripping? What's going on? Why is it 2 hour wait time? What's going on? Is this guy stuck or something? Yo, I got the battery, right? Oh no, these are all reserved. Crap. So this battery is mine? But that's only 34-minute wait. Why am I waiting for 2 hours? Let's see if we actually wait 2 hours, because that would be crazy nuts if we actually wait 2 hours. Who's the next guy, man? Get in line, man. Swap station is empty. Who is next? Who is next up for swapping? Get your butt over there. Okay, guys, it seems like I'm not tripping. It's actually 1 hour and 57. Oh, 16 minutes. Oh, yeah, there we go. Did you see that? It went from 1 hour down to 16 minutes, which is what I was expecting, all right? So whoever's next, get in line, or else you're going to lose your queue. I'm third in line. Well, there's one more guy in front of me. The guy just went, so yeah. But clearly, battery swap is still much faster than charging. If I were to charge here, probably wait 3 hours. So whoever's next, get your butt over there. Oh, shit, guys. We're back to 2 hour wait time, man. What the hell? What the hell? We're back to 2 hour wait time. What? All right, guys. We did not have to wait that long. We only had to wait 4 or 5 minutes. It was actually because the guy in front of me was a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack dude, and he wanted a fully charged battery, and that would take 2 hours. and he wasn't gonna swap right away. So he said, everybody that's after me can swap first. So there we go. So that's me with the standard range battery pack. So he's probably gonna wait 2 hours until his 100 kilowatt hour battery pack is fully charged, which obviously, yeah, it means good news for me. I can swap right away. So I guess one of those guys is actually waiting 2 hours for the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack to be fully charged. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So it is currently the next day. We slept at the service station, a highway resting area, and we're now driving on our way to Nanjing, the old capital. We got 2 swaps on the way, and should make it no problem. Plenty of range. Swap station is only like 119 kilometers away. Plenty of range. So this is another problem with battery swap. So the route to Nanjing, it's supposed to take 5 hours from the previous resting area, 5-hour-ish with the normal navigation map. But on NIO's energy navigation, so with power swap and all that kind of stuff, it's going to take 8 hours because you have to get off the highway to awkward areas for the battery swap. So the recommended route, all right, the shortest route is 7 hours, but it's a big detour. You have to go far east. So we actually took that route because of the fact that, well, I believe that if I were to go with that 5-hour route with the normal navigation, 8 hours with battery swap, charging would probably take much longer because of lining up and all that kind of stuff. And there's just lots of people. So it would probably take more than 8 hours with charging. But you can clearly tell that with battery swap right now, the infrastructure just isn't there yet. All right. And once it is, of course, it's going to be the replacement to gas stations in the future, but it's just not there yet. And if you want to go all battery swap, you still have to take detours. And that's what I did. So 7 hours doesn't really matter for me because it's just like, you get to explore and go to other places, I guess. So we're here at a highway resting area. My wife had to do an emergency dump, so that's why we're stopped here. And then my son has already dumped in his diaper, so we're in a treacherous situation right now. And and then we'll be back on our road to Nanjing. Oh, and forgot to mention, the reason why that route would take only 5 hours with normal gas cars, but 8 hours with a NIO with battery swap, just battery swap, is probably because to get off the highway, there's also traffic outside of the highway, and then to get to the swap station, and then you got to drive through traffic to get back on the highway, so that's going to burn a lot of time. So that's the reason why it's going to take like quite a while, 8 hours, 3 hours longer than a gas vehicle. So, but still I think it's going to be faster than charging, because if I were to charge, I would have to charge at least 2-3 times, and each one of those would take at least 1.5 to 2 hours with the lineup, because just look at the number of cars at this highway resting area. I don't have to charge, but imagine charging here. This is just gonna be painful, man. So yeah, still, battery swap is faster than charging, even if you have to line up, even if you have to take detours. Faster than if you were to take a pure EV that has to charge, but we're not at that speed of gas vehicles yet, because you still have to sometimes take detours, get off the highway, etc. for battery swap. That just means that in the future, there's going to be one day where infrastructure is there with all these partnerships, swap stations on the highway, etc., that you'll be able to just swap on the highway and get to your destination. And it's going to be pretty much the same as gas vehicles. And on most routes, all right, on certain highway routes, it's already pretty much the same as gas vehicles. But on a lot of other highway routes, they have the swap stations sort of placed off the highway. So that's kind of a bummer, right? So guys, we have finally arrived at the swap station. 8 minutes until it's fully charged. We're just gonna get the swap right now. And to go to the next 174 kilometers away, let's just get the swap right now. Guys, look at the suggested route, man. Heavy traffic jam. It's gonna take 2.5 hours just to get to the swap station. Absolutely nuts, man. What the hell? We have been stuck in this left turn for the past 30 minutes. Take a look. So we took a long ass detour to basically swap and be able to, go the closer route, which was supposed to be closer. But then it turned out that the highway that I was supposed to get on after a lot of city driving was actually closed. It was cordoned off. So the direction that I was supposed to go in, I can't go. But the NIO's map said that I should turn right and I should be able to go there, but I was not able to go there. So here I am, just looped all the way around, wasted maybe 2-3 hours of time. So this is quite bullshit. So yeah, shit. So I have finally made it to the 4th swap station. Holy moly macaroni, 13% charge left. So guys, something really funny. I mean, it's been a very frustrating day. Yeah, man. I mean, the navigation, and even this swap station, it's not on the highway. We had to drive off of the highway for 20 minutes to get to this swap station. Luckily, it's on the way north, so there's nothing to complain about. But it's pretty frustrating. It means that the route that we went to, essentially, that was supposed to take, it was supposed to be faster than charging, wasn't actually faster than charging, because we looped all the way around, and that was a big pain in the butt. But something really funny happened while we were at one of the highway resting areas. So I was getting some hot water for my son for his milk, infant milk, and I stepped on some dog poop, some dog shit. So we were driving on the highway, and then my wife's like, "Oh my God, what's that smell? What's that smell? Did Arthur poo-poo?" So we were checking, and she was checking did he poo-poo? No, there's no poo-poo. Did he fart? But that fart seems a little bit persistent. So we were like, what the hell is that smell? And it was it was stinky, man. So we were driving on the highway, and then my wife said, maybe I stepped on dog poop. And then, yeah, probably. So we opened, that was a really funny thing. We opened the window while driving on the highway. It was freezing as hell. And man, but that lightened up the mood. So even though it was frustrating, still, acceptable. Things like this do happen, and some people do get stuck on the highway for 15 plus hours. On our way here, the other direction, the one that was cordoned off, saw the traffic was just extremely long and very slow. So those guys are probably still stuck in traffic. So yeah, we got our swap, and then next swap is going to be in Nanjing. So we're going to head over there and then stay in a hotel. So we have arrived at the hotel. It is 40 past midnight, 30% charge left, but we are on the outskirts of Nanjing. So not worried about battery swapping at all. Nanjing is a first tier city, so there's probably at least 30 swap stations, probably even more. So nothing to worry about in that factor. Actually, take a look. If I click on that, but yeah, these are all swap stations, man. This one is the closest to me. So still only a 19-kilometer drive. So no problem at all. 18 batteries, man. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nanjing, there's so many swap stations. There's the little P and my work buddy, the rickshaw. This is our final swap station. We just had fun in Nanjing, and now it's time to head off to Beijing. What's really funny is here you got these little things that NIO has placed so that people don't park here to, be obstacles for the battery swap. Very interesting. So we have just finished the swap. We are going to head off back to Beijing. 145 kilometers until the next swap station. So let's get going. So we have arrived at, I think this is the 7th swap station. 51% charge left, lots of battery. We're gonna eat dinner and swap. So we have arrived at the 8th swap station. This one is actually just off the highway. This is the highway. Just came off and it's at a gas station, pretty much. Let me roll down the window. You guys can see Sinopec gas station. Very cool. And man, it's super late, man. It's like 1:49 a.m. 1:49. So we're gonna swap and then find a place to rest. We still got like 682 kilometers left until we reach Beijing. Whew. Yeah, very exhausting, but swapping does save a lot of time indeed. It is kind of a bummer that you got to get off the highway for certain swap stations because of the standard range battery pack. So after this swap, about 3-4 more swaps to get to Beijing. Well, 3 highway swaps to get to Beijing, so that's pretty nice. So we have arrived at, I don't know if this is the 8th or the 9th swap station, but we have arrived, and look, it's right next to a charging station. So all those people charging, they can get jealous of battery swap. Very cool. We still got a lot of range, 44% range, but the navigation says, you know, we should swap here. And then there's probably like 2 more swaps, and then we can get back to Beijing, and we'll be back in Beijing. So that's very, very cool. Very nice. Holy crap, guys. 5% battery. What? And we just about made it. Here we are. This is, I think, the 9th swap station. Damn. Oh my god. Playing it pretty close, man. 5% charge. Wow. After this, 1 more battery swap on the highway, and then we can make it to Beijing. So this is pretty nice. 364 kilometers left, and we're gonna swap right there. That's the next swap, and then we're back in Beijing. So finally. Oh my god, take a look. Holy crap. This guy scraped the side. Shit. Also got another collision over there. Take a look. Heavy traffic. Going super slow. 24 kilometers per hour basically. And man, we still got like 71 kilometers until the next swap station. Damn. We're approaching Beijing though. We got less than 200 kilometers until we get to Beijing. So this is nice. So this swap station is actually just off the highway and really close to the toll booth. So this is quite interesting. 16% charge left, and this is the last swap station before heading into Beijing. So pretty nice. Also, it's sort of raining and wet outside, so it's nice that I don't have to get out of the car. Very cool. It's at a gas station, Sinopec, right there. Sinopec gas station. Just off the highway, actually. So we had to get off the highway to get to this swap station. I'll be explaining in a future video why they don't just put it at the highway resting area for some of these swap stations. And just like that, in 3 minutes, we have finished our battery swap. Woohoo. Happy? Happy? We got, look at our range. 400 kilometers of range. 2 hours to get back to Beijing. And we don't really need to swap in between, but I guess we can swap on our way there. So we are officially entering Beijing. Yes. And here we got security check. Only Beijing has these kind of security checks because you have to have a Beijing license plate to enter Beijing. If you don't, if you have a non-Beijing license plate, you got to get a permit to enter. So hooray to Beijing license plates. So just like that, we have arrived here in Beijing. This is the swap station that we actually left off from for our road trip, and we are back at it. It's very close to my house. And taking a look at the range, 31% battery left. So I definitely do sort of regret not renting the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack on the way back, because with the 75 You have to swap so many more times. I think like I swapped like 10 times. Oh, and you have to swap at some like awkward areas where it's off the highway. You gotta get off the highway, and it's like you gotta drive a little bit. So there's that. But of course, the advantage of swap is still there. It's very windy outside, and I can wear my t-shirt and stay inside and be done in 3.5 minutes. So pretty cool. And despite the lineups, it's still much better experience. I think the one big problem right now is the availability of swap stations. They're just not everywhere yet, and that just means that sometimes you have to take detours if you want to go all swap. And guys, there's one big secret that I haven't told you guys, and if you guys want to know the secret, definitely comment down below and say I want to know what that secret is. And if enough of you guys comment that, then perhaps I will make that video and tell you guys what that secret is all about. Just like that, we're back at 400 kilometers range, full battery. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.